Hello everyone, this is Taylor Edrington with Rural Gorge Anglers in Canyon City, Colorado, Orbis endorsed outfitter and 26-year-old guide service and fly shop on the Arkansas River. This is an Arkansas video report for the first week of September, and we've really got some great stuff coming our way. Honestly, my favorite time of the year personally to fish the Arkansas is in the fall, and I think many anglers kind of share that sentiment. So as we look forward, we've got a lot of great fishing ahead of us in September, October, and early November. And so as football season kicks off, remember that the fly fishing in southern Colorado on the South Platte, the Arkansas drainage, and small tributaries can really just be on fire. A couple of reasons why productivity increases in the fall, specifically on the Arkansas River. Number one being our brown trout population. The trout population in the Arkansas is about 95% brown trout. And during this time period, we see brown trout begin to move into a pre-spawn nature. Typically, we see heavy spawning activity from our brown trout in late October and early November. Some before that, but typically more pre-spawn activity in the months of September and October. What does that mean for anglers? Typically, when brown trout get into pre-spawn, they're extremely territorial. They feed heavily in anticipation for that spawning activity, basically stocking up on calories. So we see a heavy increase in productivity typically the first week of September. Also, what happens in the fall on this river, water temperatures go down. Typically on all rivers in Colorado, late August is not the best time period to be on these watersheds just because of overall water temperature being so high. What that means is, typically early and late are the best times to fish this river in August. September, we start to see a move towards, mid 50s to high 50 water temperatures and even lower in some cases, meaning that overall productivity throughout the day increases. That means we don't really see a downturn in productivity during the middle of the day. We see great productivity in the morning, in the midday, afternoon, and especially in the evening. Tactics kind of stay the same in September and October. We still see very good hatches on this river. We will continue to see great red quill activity through the month of September. We've already seen, our guides have already begun to see excellent blue-winged olive hatches. So for those Baetis aficionados out there, the Arkansas is back on track for blue-winged olives, and we will see October caddis starting to hatch. Those are the giant caddis that we see on this river, size 12 to 14. And we will continue to see other species of caddis, especially in the egg layer form, the female returning back to the water in the evenings. Attractor fishing can be excellent. We really focus on red. I'll show you a few patterns here in a moment that kind of follow suit. And streamer activity is really the key function of the Arkansas River in September and October. Again, because brown trout are very territorial, protective of their area, if you put a small streamer in a brown trout's zone, they're going to get after it. And so we see streamer productivity go through the roof in September, continuing to get better into October and even into the first few weeks of November. Understand, folks, as you're planning ahead, we have a very long fall season on the Arkansas. It's a very temperate area in the Canyon City area and Arkansas River Valley. We don't see cold temperatures or snows like the Front Range does here, typically until late November, early December. Sometimes we'll have 60-degree days in late November and early December even 60s and 70s in early November. So, keep that in mind. Should be beautiful. The leaves are changing. The river's beautiful. We seem to be past the monsoon activity, which was excellent. No one's going to complain about that, but we did have some dirty water effects from heavy rain upstream on the headwater, as well as tributaries to the Arkansas River. And while we continue to release flow from Twin Lake to keep Twin Lakes and Clear Creek Reservoir to keep that flow rate where we want it during brown trout spawning, we have seen those natural flows come down as they do every fall. And like I said, monsoons are pretty much fizzled out in this part of the region, and we've seen forecasted rain showers go from 80% chance per day down to 10% and less starting today, tomorrow, and into the foreseeable future. So do give us a call if you have any questions about clarity. Read our fishing report every day. That is updated. As far as flies go, I do like to both continue dry dropper, double dry, and nymphing, and then of course streamer fishing. So I'm going to kind of go through those stages. What I like, I kind of go away from the big dries on dry dropper during the fall, go to more mid-range attractors. One of my favorites is Wilcox's JC Special. It's a great kind of PMX design, tan body, excellent pattern on this river. A standby pattern, Larry Kingree's Mama Ape, a little bit smaller, size 14. We also fish these a lot in a size 16 on its own. Great dry fly, especially as soon as the October caddis start to hatch. The October caddis itself, so a big orange-bodied caddis, size 12 and 14 on those. Continuing on with dry fly attractors, the red Amy's Ant is a standby pattern on this river through the month of September and October as a lead fly or just fish on its own. As we move into more hatch matching dries, of course the red quill spinner will continue. So the rusty spinner, Larry Kingree's rusty spinner, is what we fish the most. Of course tricos are still out, so trico spinners are there. Like I said, blue-winged olives are starting to really kick up, so Larry Kingree's high vis quill body, excellent representation of that blue-winged olive adult. And then Larry Kingree's foam body Parachute Adams is one of our standbys as well. Excellent representation. Like I said, foam body, so it rides very high. Excellent fly. As far as nymphing goes, stoneflies are really kicking up in activity, and throughout the pre-spawn we see a lot of focus from trout on stoneflies. They're just a giant food source in this river year-round, but it seems like we see more focus and targeting of stoneflies during this time period. The epoxy biot stone, the golden version, one of my go-tos with the tungsten bead. The tongue stone and the tongue teaser from John Barr. The tongue stone, probably my favorite of the two in the gold edition. Both large and small sizes. Gotta understand how many stoneflies are in this river, so both large and small sizes work well. I also, during this time period, fish a lot of crane fly larvae, so the cranes are doing well out there, and so those are some of your lead flies. Dropping below that, I like caddis pupa. This petrified caddis pupa, a great representation. Like I said, still a lot of caddis activity, and fish really key on caddis year round here. red juju beta, excellent attractor. Of course, in that red quill representation, also just a great overall attractor with that profile. One of my breadwinners during this time period, the purple juju betas. Getting a lot smaller there, size 18 to 20. And then, of course, a great standby on this river as blue wings start to kick up, the black copper john, tungsten V. Like I said, streamers are great. You know, one of my go-to streamers. And of course, I always believe in tandem rigged streamers, so 2 streamers on a rig. But one of my overall favorites is a dropper streamer off maybe a larger, maybe a Space Invader. Space Invader is a great top fly. Bread and butter conehead booger is a great top fly. Those get fish's attention. But a great dropper streamer is a jig head slump buster. So that's tied on a jig hook. A lot of movement out of that fly. You can see the jig and just a great pattern. Like I said, streamers are just going to be incredible through the next couple of months. Flow rate will stay consistent on this river. It's going to be above 300 in the 300 to 350 CFS cubic feet per second zone. And so easy wading and a lot of access available to anglers through the month of September and October and into November. So great fishing all around us. You know, as kids and families go back to school, it kind of opens up access on all of our Colorado rivers. So we hope to see a lot of you in. We do have a great little event coming up, our Oktoberfest event on October 5th. That's a Saturday. A lot of fun. Always a lot of fun to have people out for that event. You know, we've got beer and brats here and some great fall fly fishing classes. You know, just an overall great time. And, you know, great time to be on the river. So come down and spend the day with us, October 5th. That's a Saturday. Event starts at 11 o'clock and runs to 3 p.m. So we'd love to see you. If you do have any questions on anything I've presented today, do give us a call, toll free, 888-994-6743. Like I said, excellent fishing coming up here. One of my, if not my favorite time of the year, one of my favorites, the fall season. Beautiful time to be on Colorado rivers and especially in the Arkansas. We hope to hear from you soon and see you in the fly shop. Do feel free to email us, info@royalgorgeanglers.com. It's been a pleasure talking with you today. Have a great day on the water.